Hi everyone, how are you? Happy Sunday. I hope you all are doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. Wonderful to have you here, and shout out to all my members and supporters and all of you who are long-term here on my channel. Thank you so much for being here. So, as you all know, on my channel we are focusing on the next chapter of your life, right? To strongly move forward to your next chapter of your life with health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, right? And so it is absolutely important to understand not only the physical but also the mental health, emotion health, and physical health, not only with the physical things that you do to get your next chapter of your life, but also be healthy as you go there, right? And for me, being a scientist, being in the medical field, in the field of cancer for 24 years, and having saved lives and transformed lives my entire life, then the programs, the protocols I have created is absolutely critical for the person to go into the next chapter of their lives, right? And that's why I am focusing on this so much, because so many comments I see on other channels when they are just like, yeah, this will happen, this will happen. And as you all know, I can also predict the future, so I know exactly, and every predictions that I have made for decades all have been accurate, and now it's literally day by day, and I have a proof on that. Again, another proof I saw last night, and I put it here on the slides. I will show it to you in a second, because again, listen guys, knowledge is power. Yeah, and what I do is I combine my knowledge that I have decades long of knowledge together with my I don't know, skills, unique skills of being able to see the future and combine all of it together. It's not just predicting things, it's also in a smart way predicting, if you know what I mean. I don't know, it's hard to describe it, but again, it's not just, yes, I have things that I solely trust on, like intuition, and like, okay, I have like these, energetic like feeling and sensing people's energies. I can feel what they think, what they say, what they thoughts are, and their feelings from thousands and thousands of miles away. But at the same time, for things to predict what will happen in the future, I also combine that together with the knowledge, and with different knowledge I have on variety of topics, and that is sociology, history, finances, economy, I don't know, science, medicine, right, psychology. It's all together, and that's why on my channel I keep focusing on knowledge, and I try to help you to give you the knowledge so that you can make your decisions for yourself, and that's absolutely critical, and to be your unique self. And that's, if you believe in things like Aquarian age, you don't have to believe in that, and if you do, I have several videos about that, then this is the time for that. This is no longer, as I keep saying it, flower power, tinted rose-colored glasses of, trying to manipulate people's psychology, right? Piscean age, 2,000 years of Piscean age, with all religions, with cults, with spirituality. That's all gone. It's history. And that's why the Aquarian age, with the Pluto in Aquarius, with the Aquarian age of 2,000 years, we need to have our individuality, our uniqueness, and we need to have our goddamn knowledge. Full stop. And as I keep seeing in other channels, like comments like, yeah, this will happen. And listen, people saying, I've been waiting for 2 years to get into a job, but I'm still waiting and no good news, you know? Like, number one, why are you waiting for 2 years and on some tarot channels to get your life in a better direction? I mean, you know, and that's what I'm talking about. This addictive behaviors that is been fueled by these tarot channels, astrology channels, or spiritual, gurus, etc., because it's just another extension of this money making, flower power religions called spirituality, and this is getting into fake spirituality. Okay, and let me also tell you one more thing. One thing is, I literally came to an understanding of it last night or yesterday, the whole day, is that, you know, there there are so many lies in the, out there on variety of topics, right? And this is the because of this lies being spread, the myth being spread throughout people's lives in with together with social media or media, is actually a need for some industries to spread out, right? Some industries to expand. This is about food industry, it's about cultism, right? It's about spirituality business, and I will get to that. That's the whole point what I'm trying to discuss here. And other health, right? Health businesses, right? There's so many myths, and like vegetarianism, veganism, and there's so many lies that goes around now with marijuana, right? It's just whatever the businesses are going towards, and I need you to understand that. I need you to understand with open and hear this and see this on the back side of the story, right? The other side of the coin. The more the businesses are on the power, money is power, right? The more the money, the more the power, the more the businesses are moving towards in one direction, then that is being, the surroundings are being manipulated towards that. And war business, right? The same thing. When a country wants to make a war, it first fuels the populations towards that, justifying that whole thing. That is the fact how war businesses are expanding throughout the world. And I need you to understand that. How can they sell more weapons, more war materials by creating the war? How? By justifying the population, and manipulating them into the justification of that war. And that's how they sell the weapons, right? All like war materials. That's how it works. The same thing with veganism or vegetarianism, or they want to move into that direction because they need to expand that business. And how they do it? By justifying with two very dangerous, which I've been fighting for the last, I don't know, more than a decade, very actively fighting against. And this is number one, that somehow eating meat or not being a vegetarian or vegan, that somehow is cruel to the animals, that people who are actually eating meat are cruel. And number two, which is psychological injection, very dangerous, right? The emotional lies, the emotional manipulation. And number two, very dangerous, they are actually fueling the people with lies that somehow the animal products cause cancer. I mean, and again, I am scientist. I'm a cancer scientist. I'm in the field for 24 years. I spent half of my life in the laboratory. Don't get me started. If you touch anything regarding health, or physical health, mental health, emotional health, and then also cancer, okay, the line is being dramatically crossed. And then that's why I kept fighting against all of this, right? Because it is absolutely disgusting how these people are manipulating to and get all the trolls. And this is how it works. This is how being manipulated. There are trolls, paid trolls. And as you know, I have so many videos about Elon Musk, and as you all know, I'm absolutely not a fan of him at all whatsoever. And that we all know for a fact that he has thousands of paid trolls actually fighting. And I have been experiencing that when I was back in Twitter 2 years ago, when I was still on there, and one word you say about Elon Musk and these trolls attack you from like crazy. And the same thing that many years ago, I stopped being on Facebook, and on 2019, in 2019, beginning of 2019. So before then, for like a decade or so, I was been fighting about these lies of vegans and vegetarians. And listen, I've been attacked so much by these trolls that actually are the ones that fueling these lies to get this business going. The same thing, for example, when I was on Twitter 2 years ago, when I was actively fighting for the approval of the protein-based vaccine for millions of Americans and actually I've become known for that. And when you look on my YouTube channel, I have lots of videos about that, the COVID vaccine, the protein-based vaccine, and all the education about it, and in how for millions of Americans it's absolutely critical to have a non-messenger RNA COVID vaccine to be approved because of the allergies, of the genetic disorders, and in variety of things. So for millions of Americans who wouldn't want to get the mRNA vaccines or the adenovirus-based vaccines, the protein-based vaccines of Novavax to be approved was absolutely critical. And I have an FDA talk, a presentation as well for that, and it's on my channel. Look into the health section of my playlist. And I will also share with you one more thing that I will actually that I'm going to tell you about, that how I absolutely say things, and boom, now sciences are proving what I'm saying already. And I will show it to you and prove it to you in a second. So all I'm saying is the same thing with spirituality, business, right? And in the past, with so many lies about not in the past, just like this has been fueled, right? There's lies about with the same thing, how the sleep industry, or like the Coca-Cola, or not just necessarily Coca-Cola, but like the energy drinks and the coffee and caffeine and alcohol and all that, those businesses, how they lied about the sleeping, right? How millionaires and billionaires have the habits are they sleep only 4 hours per day. Like this kind of BS lies and total just putting people into a completely wrong direction, unhealthy direction. Same thing with this spirituality business, which I realized yesterday. And since my entire childhood, I have been actually fighting this based for the religious people who are doing that. And the lies that's been spread out, and I see a lot of ads now on YouTube saying that, and they create actually on that lies businesses for that. And that is if you are a spiritual business and then you don't make money enough, and there is a psychological problem with that, because it means that you don't value yourself, that you can charge more for spirituality or your spiritual business. Listen, that's a big fat lie right there. If you and that's how these spirituality businesses or spiritual businesses also on YouTube charging like a maniac. I mean, what are you doing? Like, reading tarot cards is not rocket science, yeah? Everybody can learn that. It's just a cheap money that you can get. It's not about, and many people just like doing this, oh, let me tell you a story. Everybody can tell a story. And actually, that's not how you actually do tarot cards. I do tarot cards, but I don't do it like, yes, you tell a story, but the way I read it is actually purely different. I mean, it's just you put, it's hard to describe it. It's not like this, for example, when people have the cards, right? And then they keep shuffling, and then they're saying, yeah, here, I have this offer and that offer and this offer and that offer, and you can find it on my whatever link, and you can hear the link is below, and this and that and that and that, and then they just keep shuffling and pulling the cards, and you're like, this, how, when have you been channeling, and I hate that word, but how can you get all these, connect with your heart and soul while you're just like keep promoting, while you're shuffling the cards and pulling the cards and spreading that's unbelievable to me. And I see this for decades, and I've been reading tarot cards for more than 2 decades, more than 20 years, and doing astrology, and I'm interested in astrological stuff for more than 20 years. And again, it's not necessarily just like this is what it is, and now these days it's just getting ridiculous on so many people using the exact same wording on things that, and they present it on their channel so way that it is the truth. And again, coming back into the monetary part of it, spirituality, yes, full stop, like in the past, it is about really heaven and earth. That's it. There is no monetary gain on that. There is no. There is no. Then it's literally like the churches, right? That give me money that I can give you something in the heavens. And the same thing, I remember since as a child, I was fighting against these people who were, let me put I just see my batteries. Hold on. Oops. Okay. And I'm seeing these people actually, religious people, when they give some prayers, you have to give them money. And I remember as a child, I was like so fighting and telling my parents, like, why would you do that? They are not supposed to do that. They are not supposed to take money for that. They just give the prayers, and they are these religious people. And when somebody, gave the prayers for the dead person or for some things that happened, then they shouldn't charge for it. I was so passionately telling this to my parents that they should stop giving money to these people, or these people should stop charging it. And now when I see the same mentality, because if you really, really, really see the deep religious people, right, the deep Catholic or this deep, Islamic people, Muslim people, not Islamic, but Muslim people, then you will also see that they actually say you can't do that. And that's how, like her or not, that's how Doreen Virtue, right? She made all the business, and she invented these ridiculous angel numbers and all of the cards, what have you, and she made tons of money. She made so much money off of these cards. Then what happened? She said she suddenly flipped. I don't know how. She suddenly flipped and said, I'm now religious. I don't know if that's work like that. She flipped and she said, I'm now religious, and my religion forbids these types of things. And, for me, I already knew that from my childhood, because these things are not, you shouldn't make this, you shouldn't make money off of that. That's not the purpose. And now how these people manipulate people and justify the money-making opportunities for this billions of dollars of business of fake spirituality, frankly, is that you have somehow, lack of self-worth, that you don't charge for spiritual business. Are you kidding me? Are you actually kidding me? So if you see these people, it's such a cheap money, and that's why for me, I feel when I put some tarot cards, I will literally feel that I'm doing it's minimizing and downgrading my work, because then people think that I'm a tarot reader, I'm a tarot channel, I'm astrology channel, and that's diminishing actually the purpose of this, of the people who are actually are able to bring the heaven down to earth and make it from the heart, and not just pulling some, making this of a fake spirituality a business, telling a story. Of course, everyone tells a story, what's unique about it? But the point here is that if you come on every single day on YouTube and making these, let me read it for Scorpio, for Aries, for this zodiac sign, for this zodiac sign, and this, he feels about you this, she feels about you that, and then no, I'm just telling a story, right? Or I am just making tons of money and getting tons of subscribe, like, share, and then I get so much money off of these people who are unable to get their life in order, and literally writing in the comments that they're waiting for 2 years, not getting the job, not knowing what to do in life and how to get to the next step of their life. And that's full stop BS. That's not only for the people who are waiting for years and years and years and watching tarot channels and astrology channels to hope and pray that something will change in their lives with whatever Pluto, whatever Jupiter, whatever Uranus, whatever Mars, whatever Venus. You can wait forever, because even the planets are moving. It is how stupid it is to watch planets moving if you still believe that the planets helping you to get your job. It's not, the planets are moving, they do their job. Why are you sitting then if you believe that their movement bring you something like, oh, no. You are responsible of your own life. And for these tarot channels and the astrology channels, or those people who are actually don't know what I'm even talking about, right? But they are making money off of it every single day, making money off of these people. Tell me how it is different than corporations and big fat media and big fat, this money making opportunistic companies. How is it different? How? It's not different. And because it's not different, it's not spirituality, full stop. Think about it. Now, I want to show you this. And I saw this yesterday, and I was like, okay, that's it. This is crazy. So, as you all know, I'm here, and before we get to this, I want to mention that if you are struggling with your next chapter of your life, and that's why I created my programs of this is a live workshop for success on demand, like every single time, winning every single time. This is my Fearless Achiever 2.0 program, where I help you with a fast track 4-week program to strongly move you toward your next chapter of your life. Your 2.0 version, your life's 2.0 version, your 2.0 version, your dream life. Whether it's a complete career shift, whether it is a complete relationship shift, getting married or getting divorced, or life after becoming a widow, like how you change your life, or life after you become parents, or whatever it is. And these are for people who are already have achieved a great deal in their lives, great success in their life. They already have some status or some things that developed. You don't have to have like this huge career path, but at least you want to go to your next chapter of your life. Because how many people I've seen and I help with, they are just like having like this career path, and then they're like, I want to do something completely different. And I have clients for that also recently, and I will share with you more about that. So they're just like wanting to, and I look into from all angles and actually give you a path towards that, a tangible path, a roadmap to achieve that, and I will hold you accountable to get you there, right? And also the important part is our health, mental health, physical health, and emotional health, because I have created to all of this together. If you are a person who really have not been healthy to even move, meaning you're moving your body, zero energy, and anxiety, depression, and poor sleep, and poor energy, brain fog, allergies, right? And constipation, bloating, and diarrhea, itching. Oh my God, so many things is being covered here. And because, listen, for the last 2 years and now 2.5 years, I've been developing this protocol, because the actually textbook medicine is not working. It's not working, it's not personalized, and it is a cookie cutter system that's full. It's just, if I wouldn't be a scientist and I would have followed the actual specialist that I found like the micro specialists, if I would have followed their suggestion, which at 2 times I did, I was almost hospitalized because it doesn't work. And then I said, okay, listen. And I was keep telling, let's do this, let's do that, let's try this, let's try that. And they were, good that we do this. They were collaborative and said, yeah, let's check that. Yeah, let's. And I was keep researching and telling them, listen, according to whatever study, this. So why don't we do this, and that? And they thankfully agreeing with me with that. But at the end of the day, I kept saying, and I wasted a year and not feeling good at all. And I kept saying, listen, it doesn't work. So I took my life in my own hands, and what I did, I now put us into a protocol, because for people who are actually have not seen results, and I don't want people to go off of, and this kind of like probiotics, and prebiotics, you know what? The probiotics are actually killing me. I have so many that, and whenever I take them, I'm like, done. It makes everything worse. So please, I don't want you to the cookie cutter like this on all of the gurus and people who have no idea about health, giving you some health suggestion and making you and becoming health coaches and what have you, and giving you this cookie cutter like text, like this cookie cutter things like probiotics, gut health, it's not as simple as that, because the body it's so complex. And the way in what I did was working on my own for my mental health, my physical health, and my emotional health all combined together. And that's how I kept all the symptoms in down low to be able to heal them. You see, that's a huge difference. And people who are not in the boat cannot do that. And if they say to you, I've done this and now I teach you this, but without scientific background, without medical background, without any knowledge. Also, if they are, for example, an MD, and then they're just like, I'm here now, health coach, but again, what's outside of that medical, right? It's still scientific, but not medical. And now I'm getting you into this. And by the way, for all of the programs, all links are in the description, and I will actually looking for 5 people getting into my program now, so that I can help them now before I will increase the price. And this is how it works, okay? So 5 people that I can work with who are interested in changing their lives forever. And these, by the way, are long-term changes, not short-term. I will give you the roadmap for sustained long-term growth for my Fearless Achiever 2.0 program with the Success on Demand here, and long-term health, full stop. So and the people who work with me can only attest that, okay? And I am the one who can attest that. And I'm doing this for decades, okay? So both Fearless Achiever as well, Fearless Achiever 2.0, as well as the Total Health Transformation. But the Total Health Transformation is actually, I created the protocol. So And I will write books about that. Very, very important and unique. So if you want to be on the first boat of this program, not me doing this first time, but this program, the first 5 people. And by the way, once you join, you will have a community that can also help you continue with support and pushing together as encouraging and continued support, right, is also there. So the links are below, and I can't wait to really help you to get to your next step in your life in healthy, practical way, in a healthy way. It's just a dream life. And again, it is possible. It is possible, and you can achieve it, and I'm here to help you, to guide you towards that. In my opinion, it's not the time to just like woo woo and hoo hoo and what we'll get from the download and whatever. No, it's actually doing the steps with knowledge, with science, with medicine, with actually also with people who understand you, your spirituality, your emotions, and not poo-pooing it, but integrating it. And that's why I can do that. And when people still think that, she's a scientist and has spirituality, I am a spiritual person since childhood. And my family is like that too. So we are actually, and the things that I can see, many people can't see, and there's no point to hiding it because I help people with that. So, and that brings me here to this, what you see on the screen, that this brand new research, and that's why I'm like, what is going on? Because I literally talked about this and made a video 2 years ago, literally talking about this. I literally have a video. Go to my playlist, health section. You see why good air ventilation, airflow is critical in COVID virus spread, science and personal experience. This and that, I also talk about the really old science and old school knowledge and medicine and science to actually that everybody knows. And this is people like scientists in Drexel University. Was it Drexel University? No, Bristol University, University of Bristol, have made a significant breakthrough in understanding how certain viruses, including SARS-CoV-2, which was this COVID virus, the SARS-CoV-2, I have all the videos, explanations on my YouTube channel on the health playlist, spread through the air. The findings reveal that carbon dioxide, CO2, levels play a critical role in the lifespan and transmission of airborne viruses. So basically what they found is that, and I can put the link down in the description if you're interested, or just Google it. It's just, I literally talked about this 2 years ago. And this is a breakthrough, breakthrough. Why? Because I don't understand why it's a breakthrough. I mean, they found that in the air, when CO2 levels are high, then the virus spreads more and be more alive. The lifespan expands. I mean, I don't know. See, that's what I'm saying. I'm seeing so many new research, but I don't understand, because we know this for decades. What's new about it? So in this video, 2 years ago, I talked about also my experiences, how I actually in the airport before COVID, literally before COVID, which I believe that it was way before around, and I talked about this in my videos, then it was announced, okay? And I was flying overseas and in the airport, and I believe it was in the airport that was very, very sticky air, and we all know that we need to ventilate, open the goddamn windows. And that's why many people here in the US are so sick. Nobody opens the window. And in Germany, for example, and also in other places in Europe, people open the windows and get fresh air. That's how it works. Here, people always, windows are closed and the AC, the air conditioning is open. It's crazy to how it is here. Crazy. Nobody opens the window, nobody gets fresh air. It's everybody's indoors and open the AC. This is weird, and this is why many people are sick here, and also why the viruses are spreading too much here as well. So what I'm saying is here is that you need to get into fresh air, and the more O2 you get less sick. And that was the fact in and watch that video, because I tell about the actual examples and the differences when I didn't even spread virus. I didn't get COVID, but there was another virus. It was a horrific virus that I got. I couldn't breathe. It was horrific. It lasted more than 4 weeks. The time I've been there, I was only in bed, and I was hospitalized multiple times. I've given oxygen, what have you. So, and even because I had to open the windows all the time, it was in the winter, in January in 2019, when I opened the windows all the time, even it was freezing, I couldn't breathe. So I had to open the windows. And then within this 4 weeks, I never spread the virus to my parents. But then when I was hospitalized, and then my mother came with me inside of that, my dad was waiting outside, in the waiting area. Again, this was before COVID was known, and nobody was wearing a mask or anything like that. So it was crowded, it was in the middle of the night. My dad was waiting in the waiting room in the hospital, in the waiting area, and my mom came with me inside where, they gave me oxygen. And it was a tiny, like low roof, like a tiny room with so many people packed inside. Everybody was coughing like crazy, no mask obviously, and people were getting oxygen. And my mom was waiting there for me. In that waiting, there was 2 rooms, one waiting room area and one the people would get oxygen. And my mom, after that, caught that virus. No window, again, a tiny bunker type of room. And my mom didn't caught there at home when I always opened the windows, and my mom caught it from the hospital. No windows, CO2, right? Carbon dioxide, no air, no nothing. People are just like coughing inside the room. And so, yeah, this is exactly what I talked about in this, and I've talked about the science back decades ago, that we know that the CO2, the oxygen and fresh air is actually a natural healer for viruses. And this is now a new research showing the lifespan for several viruses, including SARS-CoV-2, that their lifespan expands in air where CO2 is at higher level than O2, than oxygen. Yeah? So, again, it's not, I'm telling you, if I'm not like super, like, whoa, she did it, she knew like this will happen 2 years ago. It's, again, knowledge and just observation, seeing, and that's why I made this video, because I found this was so total BS. Not only my experience was so crystal clear, but also what I've been seeing all along, how these viruses were spreading like a crazy, right? And so this is, if you want it, look into that, and I highly encourage you to do that, okay? So now I leave these guys up in the chat, I mean not chat, but in the slides. So, and I would like to give you, I'm actually pretty much delayed to the extended, because in extended we will be talking more about, and I have so many cards, and I will only share here our empowerment cards, right? Like our how can we be empowered with my I am affirmations and my success affirmations. You can get them on my online store, and then in the extended, and I will just share this with for weekly and for the month, like for this week as always, and for the month of May. Okay, that's what I'm going to do today. But in the extended, for my members, Bright Start Club members only, it's here on YouTube, and people who are interested in continuation of the my very special videos that I don't share with the public, as well as more spirituality and continuation of the spirituality work, then you can join my Bright Star Club membership on my YouTube channel here. It's the first link in the description, and on front of my YouTube channel where it says join. And then the extended, I will share so many cards I have here right now. The my rune cards, you can get them on my online store. My gentle, beautiful angel I will receive from the heavens, my prototype of my gratitude affirmations, my prototype of my archetype cards, as well as the tarot cards that I have here for the weekly, and here for, I'm sorry, this is the monthly, and this is the monthly, and this is the weekly that I'm going to share there in the extended. And I have the exact, this card set for weekly and for the month of May. And the point here is to help you, not to just like this will happen, but how can, and that's what the question, how can we be more empowered to strongly move forward, right, toward our next chapter of our lives. The point here is being empowered. And what I have here is, and by the way, just noticing this, my cup here that I made, and my royal journals, right, my inner royalty journal, and I have two, my inner royalty journals, and you can get them on my Amazon store, yeah, on my Amazon page, and you can get my cards on my online store. The links are below. And and also what I want to say is Mother's Days are coming up, and my jewelry line, the spring and summer collection, is already there. Like it's very gentle, and it also helps you to be empowered, right? You bring out your inner royalty, your self-value, your self-worth by wearing this jewelry. People love it so much, and I have some great news that actually I was working in, and that's on brand new lines of my jewelry is coming up. They will be very unique. Wow, what's going on outside? Wow, what was that? And so my brand new jewelry line is coming up. These are very different, very, very different. I'm so excited to bring them out. These are very, oh my God, like this is such a different style and so matching with, it's just so different. And so I'm very, very excited to hopefully bring them out as soon as possible. But my gentle, elegant lines, right? The white elegance, the black elegance, white gold and black gold, they're all on my online store. So I believe I have a free shipment over $100 as a coupon for that, or in general. And if you can see it there, let me know, and I will double check that. Okay, so definitely get this for yourself or for your mom. And oh, it's just so exciting. Okay, so let's continue. What is happening with all the sirens outside? Okay, for this week, and I'm going through this quickly and then I'll move to the extended. Okay, so for this week we have, again, the question here is from me, my subscribers and members: how can we be strongly moving forward toward our next chapter of our lives with health, wealth, abundance, prosperity, good health, love, and happiness? And to be able to do that, we need to change our mindset to I am confident. Number 24, I'm confident. And then these two came out together like this. And this is number 21 and 23. Look at this. 24, 21, 23. Wow, what's going on outside? And that is I'm beautiful, I'm courageous. Yeah? And then the third is number 34, I'm whole. Do you remember my previous video where I described, like, the universe gave me the notification on the guidance to us through me, like what is a whole human being? What are the characteristics of a whole human being? And this is again, listen, this is again described here. I am confident. Didn't I just say my inner royalty, bringing out your inner royalty? I am confident. Maybe this means I wear my jewelry and get my journals and get my cards to be more confident. And that's the whole point. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Listen, I can't believe it. I just say, because that's why I created this jewelry line. When you wear it, you feel like in your 2.0 version. Okay, so listen, this is exactly what it is. I am confident. Then again, I am beautiful and I'm courageous. These are came together like 21, 23. Not only when you wear the jewelry, you will be so beautiful, feeling beautiful, but you feel courageous. Why? And that's the whole point of this, because you finally feel that you have the power, you have the self-confidence, you have the self-worth and self-value to actually go after things that you were stagnated to go towards, right? And that makes you whole. That makes you whole while being confident, beautiful, and by being courageous. What more you want, right? And guess what? And the bottom we have, and the bottom of the deck, and this is a 78 card deck that I have this in German as well as in Turkish as well, and these are based on my own life. So I just don't put random wordings, right? I particularly chose them based on my own life, okay? And so that's why they are so accurate as well. Like my success affirmation, which I'll show you in a second. I am graceful. And I will share with you in a second for the month of May, this came out again. This was a repeating card for not only this week, but the entire month of May. I am graceful. Being graceful is the key, okay? And when we talk about, Venus is moving into Taurus, and Taurus is all about, and that's why I highly encourage you to really get in the month of May, self-worth and self-value, right? My inner royalty journals to increase your self-worth and self-value. And I have a 30-day journal with me challenge on my YouTube channel that I did live for 30 days, and you can rewatch them. It's on my playlist, okay? And so also with the royal jewelry, like with my inner royalty jewelry line, right? Like timeless elegance, the white elegance, the black elegance, the timeless elegance. These jewelry lines are there for you to increase your self-worth and self-value, and perfect literally for not only Mother's Day, but also for your own, Venus in Taurus time frame for May, which is like great. Being graceful is the key wording for not only this week, but for the month of May. Being graceful in whatever we do, either where we are courageous, where we go after things, and when we are confident, we do this in a graceful manner. And yeah, this is for the week. And then for the week as well, the success affirmation that came out, this is also based on my own life, that I put it together in cards. And this is literally what I said to myself to keep myself going in my entire life and challenging times. And that's number 22. I deserve, and this is just crazy. I'm telling you, like, these success affirmations are like, and everything, all my cards are always fitting together, and with the things that come out of my mouth. That's why I keep doing this, and I don't care what people think about, like, oh, scientist is doing this. Yes, exactly. And that because the universe always backs me up, and because everything that comes out of my mouth is actually confirmed with my cards, that's why I keep doing this. Number 22. I deserve a prosperous, healthy, happy, and peaceful life. I cannot make this stuff up. The entire video from A to now, from the beginning to now, is literally this. I can make it happen. Oh my God. This is the entire video and the entire purpose of the video and exactly what I've been talking about. I deserve a prosperous Taurus season, healthy, my total health transformation protocol, happy and peaceful life by Fearless Achiever 2.0 program. I can make it happen. Today's empowerment, my weekly empowerment. I cannot make this stuff up. And at the bottom of the deck is, and this is a 44 card deck, number 28. Do you see the two twos, like 21, 23, 24, 22, 28? I cannot make this stuff up. Every person has his or her own life path. Fearless Achiever 2.0, your dream life. It's your personalized for you, right? That's what I kept talking about. Own lessons to learn and own way to grow. Didn't I say it? Exactly. And the own health, right? Own personal health. It is not my place to judge. Full stop. Every person has his or her own life path, own lessons to learn, and own way to grow. It's not my place to judge. Not only that we have to focus on our own life path, our own growth, we cannot make a cookie cutter system that we think that will help everybody. No, no sir, no ma'am, that doesn't work like that. And also, as the card says, we should not judge others because everyone has their own life path to go, to lessons to learn, and that's why we should stop putting people in one box of, you know, Jupiter moving in here will mean this to you. And by the way, this is a general reading. Oh my God, I get so like all my hair will jump into like air. It's just, this is a general reading. This is not if you want to have a personal reading, then just book a reading with me. For example, for me, every week for years, it's actually accurate for everyone that I'm reading for, because I'm focused and directing it not to everyone in the world, but to a specific group of people. And every time it's accurate. So, you know, it's actually pretty crazy to say that it's a general reading. You will read the same story if you would be reading for a person, which I have also done. I don't see any difference. There is no any difference. There is no. What else can this be more specific? Because if you are channeling as you say it, I don't like to use the word, then there is no need for this personal knowledge of that person. You see, it doesn't even make sense because you're reading the energy. What personal do you need? And I can connect with the people that I'm reading for because that's how I channel the energy. Channel not meaning this channel, but directly towards the people I'm reading. It's just fluff stuff, so I'm not going to go into that. It's just ridiculous. So. Okay, so before we go into the extended where I release all the cards, I will now show to you the ones that came for the month of May. And the first card, let me pull them all out because wrote them here on the numbers. So give me 1 second. I pulled them out because I wrote them down. Okay, so just give me 1 second. So the first card, this is just crazy. That's what I'm talking about, guys. The first card of the month of May for us, for me, my subscribers and members, was actually the card I'm graceful. I cannot make this stuff up. The bottom of the deck, I mean, do you see? Like, the cards for this week, because we still in this upcoming week, we have still until the mid of week, we still have April. Then from the mid onwards, we will have May. That's why the card I'm graceful was at the bottom of the deck. And the continuation of the month, the first card is I'm grateful. I'm graceful. Do you see this? This is just crazy. I don't know. That's why I love doing this. This is different. This is literally the universe giving this to me. And this has nothing to do with science or anything like this. It's pure energy and I'm loving it. I don't have to describe it scientifically. It's just I feel it and I show it, and everybody by now knows it and accept that about me. And I appreciate that, because everybody in my surroundings are like, what is she doing as a scientist? Now everyone, even the people were against, and you should stop doing this. And I kept going and going because it's the proof. How more scientific can this be? Science is all about proof. And I keep proving from left and right everything that comes out of my mouth, including the science. I mean, in any way, you just saw it yourself. The bottom of the deck for the week was I'm graceful. Now the month of May, the first card is I'm graceful. Then the second card is I'm positive, number 66. And then number 13, I'm powerful. And then on the bottom is I'm skilled. And here is something interesting. 70, 66. Remember, in the beginning, in the week, we have the 21, 22, 23, right? Like the early numbers. And now in May, we will have more advanced numbers like 70 and 66. More advanced numbers. Maybe in this week, we are completing a cycle and getting to the next level of ourselves, more empowered, more knowing, more healthy, more, more everything in the month of May, towards the month of May. And that's how I feel it. We are entering the month of May with so much more wisdom. Yeah? But then what happens is, look at the numbers. I just know number 13, and then on the bottom is number 15. The cycle starts again. This is crazy. And what cycle is this? When we separate these two, the way we get more advanced. I mean, I never read the cards like this. This came for me for the first time, and I'm so shocked right now how I just caught this, but this is how I feel it. And this is exactly what spirituality and what actually connection means. And I'm not saying these because I'm so special or anything, or just like what I'm doing is correct and everybody is poo-poo. No, it's not about that. I'm just proving to you as a scientist, and that's how I am. I'm just showing it to you. And I'm proving it to you. And if whether or not you believe in it, it's up to you. I'm just proving it to you as a scientist here. So I'm graceful, number 70, and I'm positive. So this is how, and as we move into the Taurus, right, like the Taurus season with the Venus in Taurus as well, like we are learning, and maybe hopefully you get all my self-worth and self-value products, increase your self-worth and self-value. We are getting close to mastering in the beginning of May, coming from April this week, the being graceful at all times and being positive. Hopefully you watch my videos so you can be that, right? And use all my products and services. And then a new cycle begins. What? I am powerful. I am skilled. Holy cow. No, I'm telling you guys, no wonder I spread this in two, which I never, ever, ever do, as you all know by now. And look at this. Look at the energies, how they shift from being gentle and be mastering the positivity and be graceful to I'm skilled and I'm powerful. And underneath the skilled, what came out was number 20. I am attractive, Taurus, Venus and Taurus. I am diligent, number 47. I am successful, number 6. And I am caring, number 40. You see the cycle now coming to closing again. Like, I am skilled, I am powerful, I'm attractive, I'm diligent, successful, and then coming back, I'm caring, to the gentle way again. Oh my God, I never had it like this, ever. Reading also like this, but do you see it? So what I'm feeling this week is like, we are getting into the graceful energies in the beginning of the month, and then in the mid of the month we are like, boom, power, showing the skills. Taurus, right? Like all the monetary, successful and diligent, being diligent. Taurus are very diligent, fixed sign, being attractive like a Taurus, and then boom, all of this brings success. I hope that my products and services bring you success. Maybe you will be also joining if your birthday, if you're Taurus, happy birthday. If you want to just give a birthday gift to yourself by joining my programs, then there will be great tips and success roadmap for you right there. And at the end of the month, we are feeling accomplished, we are successful. We are not feeling that, but we are going to be successful. And then circling, going, the numbers go up again. Number 40, I'm carrying. Oh my God, it's like the circle of life is within 1 month. It's just unbelievable. And then our gratitude affirmations was is for the month. Hold on, I will show it to you. Okay. And that's all. I cannot make this stuff up, man. I can't. Didn't I just say, this is what I'm talking about, guys? This is the entire video I'm talking about. Everything that comes out of my mouth is like this, is actually being proven by the universe, by God, by angels, whatever you believe in. Look at this. Didn't I just say? That's why all my card fits together. Now I'm curious to read the towers right here, to read it again in a way, and to see if, because I have seen so many things, like I see the things that I said is I'm seeing already, but I'm curious to read it one more time, like within this knowledge here. Oh my God, didn't I just say that a full circle? Didn't I just say that? Full circle, coming as if it's coming for a full circle. And look at this. The card, that success affirmation that come, is number 10. And on the bottom of the deck is number 1. Tell me if I make this stuff up. Tell me if I make this stuff up. Number 10 is, I am free in achieving my goals and dreams. What is happening? I am free to achieve my goals and dreams. The Fearless Achiever 2.0. I cannot make this stuff up. I cannot make this stuff up. Success on Demand. Maybe we have to do the Success on Demand live workshop this month. This is the perfect month for this. I'm telling you, I'm free in achieving my dreams and goals. Holy cow. And number 1, whatever life challenges I experience, I know that it is always for my highest good. Being graceful, being positive. Didn't we say that in the beginning of the month? Keep that old trauma, old drama, seeing it positively, but still moving towards our success. That's what the universe literally says we need to do. It's literally exactly how the cards came out. I'm graceful, I'm positive, right? But then move strongly forward with our goals and dreams. I mean, I cannot make this stuff up. I'm skilled, I'm powerful, I'm graceful, I'm positive. This is exactly how the cards came out. Like, I cannot make this stuff up. These belong to this, and these belong to this. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. So I'm now really, really curious to move to the extended, to just with this, without getting too much diluted. I want to focus, go into the extended, to read and show to you the other cards that came out, and with the tarot. And all I can say also is, in the tarot, 2 things two topics came out the exact same way in two different cards and in the exact same way. I mean, it's just crazy. So I can wait. I will again what I will going to do show to you. It's my rune cards for the week and for the month. Then my gentle I will receive from the heavens, from the universe, from God, whatever you believe in, for the week and for the month. Then my gratitude, and I remember one of the gratitudes exactly what this is about. Oh yes, and by the way, gratitude affirmation 1 came out for the week and for the month as well. This is just crazy. I remember, and this is exactly what it is, and this is number 10 again. I'm telling you, I cannot make this stuff up. And then I will show to you the archetype, which archetype will bring us success when we embrace that. And this week and for the month, one archetype also came out the same. And in the month we have one archetype that came out, and then in the week, this week, we have two came out and one in the bottom. And again, the one in the bottom of this week, I mean, I cannot make this stuff up. The bottom of this week was the exactly one single one that came out in the monthly are the exact same. Holy cow, I cannot believe that this turned again into a wild live reading. Oh my God. See, this is why I keep continue with this, because it's just crazy. And then I will reel the tarots, and that's it. Oh my God. I cannot wait for you to join me there. Again, the links are below. I cannot wait for you to sign up for the Success on Demand live workshop, where I teach you all about how you can be like my blueprint, my roadmap, like how you can, and that's unique to me, how you can be successful at any given moment, even challenging times where you have to think on your feet and still turn the situation around for your own success. And that I am doing this without knowing since the 90s, since 2 decades, but now I have a clear roadmap that works every time. And now, I mean, I really want to share this with you. So, and then again, I have my Fearless Achiever 2.0 program to strongly move you and safely move you towards your next chapter into your life. I give you a personalized roadmap and hold you accountable. And you need to be really a high achiever and actually want to do it, okay? And there will be a form that you need to sign up, and I will share the new link for that. I mean, it's currently there, but I'm updating this also right now, and it will be so exciting, as well as I'll have an application form coming up, okay? I think will be done today, hopefully. But still there, you can still sign up. So I'm looking for 5 people that I can transform their lives, okay? And then also my Scientist Total Health Transformation Protocol, where we take your mental health, your physical health, and your emotional health, all 3 together, personalized for you, and actually give you a lifelong changing path towards a healthier life. Finally, okay? I know it. I know. It's just, we all need that. And I hope I can help you with this. 5 people I'm looking for right now, and hopefully you will be one of those that get benefits out of it, okay? So thank you so much for everyone who is being here. Thank you for your liking, sharing, all of your support. This really helps when you're liking and sharing and commenting. And tell me your story, what in your life you feel stuck at. I want you to know. I want to know what area of your life you feel currently stuck in. Tell me in the comments. I'm very curious to know. And again, if you join my if you join my Bright Star Club members, I will see in the extended. It is a great way to support my channel. Everyone who wants to help the support to grow, to the channel to grow, there are super thanks available. There are donations on my own online store available. They might have my products and services, everything that is designed to help you in turn help my channel to grow and to help even more people. And that's the whole point, to have a really healthier and happier, planet Earth with happier and healthy people inside. That's my mission, and I hope you join me in my mission. Okay, so happy Sunday again, and happy new rest of you, beautiful week ahead and a great month ahead. And I will just keep following my community tab, as well as my videos that I'll share more about the Fearless Achiever, and also more about health related topics. Okay, so thank you so much, guys.